held to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? This is the question, right? We all have this question. Why am I sometimes saying and doing things that I really don't want to do, that turn out bad, but I do them anyway? And Krishna says, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajo Guna, Samudbhava, Mahashano Mahapapma, Vidyanam, Ivarinam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion, and later transformed into wrath, which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of the world. And then this verse that I quoted comes. Dumanavriate vanya, yatad dharsho malena cha, itol vinavrito garbas, tatad tenim avritam. As fire is covered by smoke. When fire is covered by smoke, you see the fire come through the smoke sometimes. It's visible. As a mirror is covered with dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. So this is the idea that's being given here in this verse. That there's a hierarchy and there's degrees of contamination. And depending on the degree of the contamination, one can hear, one can perceive, one can taste one's spiritual identity and ultimately the present relationship that we have with Krishna. And the degree to which we have awakened that perception is the degree to which we want Krishna, the degree to which we want to serve Krishna, and eventually we want to see Krishna face to face. And that desire is to be cultivated. It's to be cultivated. We know what it means to cultivate a desire because we do it every day. You decide you want to do something. In order to do it, to actually do it, you have to be determined to do it, especially the way the world is now, with the knowledge explosion. Everyone's, can go onto the internet and find whatever they want, whenever they want. It's like the competition has gotten pretty stiff, in all fields of human endeavor. The competition is very stiff. So you've got to go faster and faster. You've got to know more and more. This Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, this mode of passion is practically impossible to avoid. Practically. So, therefore, one has to hear that we're not the body, that we're spiritual beings, that the goal of our lives is happiness. Everyone knows it. Everyone's searching for happiness. But what are we doing in order to try to get happiness? And are we getting that happiness by doing such things? No. Look at what's going on. They've made such a sophisticated, transportation system, and now one, volcano blows off, and all of a sudden there's like, literally hundreds and thousands of people all over the planet. They can't even fly from Australia. It's one little, in Iceland, it's one little, compared to the rest of the world, not such a significant thing. And the volcanologists say that it's a real minor one. It's not very big. The plume that was coming out is not so big, it's not so significant, because it just happens to be in just the right place. And the wind happens to be blowing just in the right direction. And it shuts down Heathrow Airport. And we're thinking we're in control. We're thinking that we're going to be able to overcome the modes of material nature by our scientific achievements. All they can do, and then they wire these things. They wire them so they can monitor every little thing that's going to happen. Which means they can tell you 10 minutes before it goes off when it's going to erupt. Look at what we've done. Maybe they'll give you enough time to get out of town. Maybe. So, there's a great advantage. There's a great advantage to knowing who you are. How can you be happy if you don't know who you are? Can anybody be happy if you don't know who you are? When your kid starts running around telling you that I'm actually Napoleon, or I'm actually such and such, you take them seriously? No. You think I'm happy because I'm riding a Palomino horse with gold this and gold that and gold this and gold that. And my playmate is had a black horse with black this and black, Is this going to get it? No. We have to know who we are. And we have to act like it. First things first. Know who we are, then we have to act like it. It's not enough to know who we are. The knowledge of who we are is not enough. It will not satisfy us. We have to act like it. And when we do that, and when we chant Hare Krishna with love and affection, without offense, then Krishna, he becomes attracted to us. Only if Krishna becomes attracted to us can you see Krishna face to face. We don't have the power to call Krishna to come to us. It depends on Krishna's will. It depends on Krishna's desire, which is responsive to our desire. And this is the issue. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatana Goswami was coming to Jagannath Puri to visit Lord Chaitanya, on the way he passed through the Jharkhand forest and he contacted bad water, as you sometimes do in India. And he was fasting also. Sometimes he would eat, sometimes he wouldn't eat, so his body was not so strong. And he got a disease that caused itching sores in his body. And they became severe enough that there were, moisture coming out from the sores. So Lord Sanatana Goswami started to think, I'm on my way to see Lord Chaitanya. And look at the condition of my body. So abominable. I won't be able to even get near. Priests of the temple, they have to be very careful to keep themselves pure. If I get close, one of them's able to touch me and become contaminated. What to speak of Lord Chaitanya? I won't even be able to get close to Lord Chaitanya. So he's thinking like this. And of course, Sanatana Goswami is an advanced devotee, most advanced devotee. And he thinks, I can't actually bear this. So he started to cook up a scheme to commit suicide.